I'm Hana.
And I'm Chevi.
We're hardcore adults.
Okay, well, we're trying to be. That's why we made this podcast.
To give you the life advice that you may or may not want.
Have you got your iced coffee?
Obviously. Welcome back to episode 4 of Project Iced Coffee. This is so exciting.
Episode 4, what's good? Hana, we are moving up. We're getting those numbers.
Along. This is so exciting. We got a great episode ahead. A lot of great stuff planned.
Oh, yes. Before we get into our episode real quick, Hana, tell us about the iced coffee that you are drinking.
But before I want to tell you about the iced coffee that I'm going to drink, that I'm going to present in this episode, I want to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving, because today is Thanksgiving, the day we are releasing this episode.
Woo! Gobble, gobble! Happy Thanksgiving! Happy holidays! Happy Yom HaKaras HaTov. That's what I want to call it.
I actually love that. I think it's beautiful as Jewish people to call it Yom HaKaras HaTov, because there's so much HaKaras HaTov that we could give.
It's true. If you want to relabel Thanksgiving Yom HaKaras HaTov, comment the menorah emoji on our Instagram.
But Chavi, that could really be confusing because menorah is for Hanukkah.
Well, Hanukkah's coming up. It's in less than 3 weeks, so we're getting people hyped for Hanukkah.
But this isn't Hanukkah. This is Yom HaKaras HaTov.
Hana, I'm just really excited for Hanukkah, and I ask that you respect that.
Okay, so then we need 2 emojis. We need one for your hype for Hanukkah, and then one for Yom HaKaras HaTov.
Fine. So the HaKaras HaTov emoji is going to be switched to the sun. To the sun. Okay. Comment the sun emoji, and if you're really excited about Hanukkah, then comment the menorah emoji and the sparkly emoji. You know, the one that like we use a lot? It's like 3 sparkles.
The sparkle emoji. Love that. Okay, so now we got our emojis straight for this episode. We got very fun stuff for Thanksgiving, Yom HaKaras HaTov, and we are going to start with the staple item of the fall and Thanksgiving. I am starting off with a pumpkin spice latte. Let me preface this. I respect the pumpkin spice latte. I respect people who like the pumpkin spice latte. I not just like it, but like adore it. I am not one of those people. I do not get the hype. I do not get it. I'm not such a fan. I'm just like, I'm not a big fan of pumpkin. And like, I hope you could respect me for that.
Hana, you're breaking my heart here. You know I have an emotional attachment to pumpkin and all things pumpkin.
I know, and I know it's such a hype for fall, but like I'm just not a fan. So I tried a pumpkin spice latte before. I'm gonna try it again, and this is actually my live reaction. I got this pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. And I also got one for Chevi, so she has one as well.
She did.
I'm gonna try it, and you're actually gonna get my genuine reaction because I haven't tried it in years, and I haven't liked pumpkin spice. Okay, ready?
All right, we're gonna get a little coffee ASMR right here.
Get ready.
Oh gosh, so satisfying.
That's it. Okay, you ready?
1, 2. Amen. What is chus? How is?
Not a fan.
Hana!
Okay, let me tell you. I like cinnamon. Like cinnamon buns, heaven. Cinnamon coffee cake, heaven. Binashamayim, like it's heaven. But like cinnamon is not supposed to go in ice cream. Cinnamon is not supposed to go in coffee.
Yes, it is.
Unless it's like on top of like a vanilla latte. But it's not supposed to be the actual flavor because I don't get the coffee flavor. I just get the pumpkin flavor, and I'm just not a fan.
Hana, I don't know what to say. I am disappointed.
I apologize to you, Chevi, and I apologize to all of the pumpkin spice lovers out there. I'm a caramel girl all the way.
You know what? You're a caramel girl all the way.
Okay.
As sad as I am, don't like pumpkin. Now I have to lighten the mood because now
I know. I was about to say that now you need to brighten me up with your joke because now I feel bad.
So I'm gonna lighten the mood because we're all really sad that Hana doesn't like pumpkin. So let's spice things up with a Thanksgiving joke.
Good one.
Thank you. That wasn't even the joke. I'm just so funny. Okay, here we go.
For those of you who don't know what turducken is, I mean, I just know it from how Effie makes it. Please correct me if I get it wrong.
Well, it's turducken, right?
Yeah, no, but like there's more than that.
What instrument do turkeys play?
What? I can't wait to hear this.
The drumsticks.
Ah, that's funny.
But can we add that sound effect in, like the but
Yeah, I'll try.
Or you could just use mine. But
Okay, we'll use Chevi's.
And
love that.
With that, we are going to jump right into our topic of this week, which is
Thanksgiving and gratitude.
Gratitude!
Because Thanksgiving is a day that you're supposed to give gratitude, and I really like that you called it Yom HaKaras HaTov. I think that's so beautiful.
Thank you.
But like before we talk about what we're grateful for and gratitude in and of itself and all that beautiful shtas manach, Javi, how do you usually spend Thanksgiving? Like I actually don't know this because like I just don't know. Even though we've been friends for so long, how do you spend Thanksgiving?
So, I don't know if you recall, Hana, but one year I actually spent Thanksgiving with your family.
Oh, T.
Do you remember?
I remember that.
Okay, guys, fun fact about Hana's family, and also Hadassah Allman, who was on here last week, right? So they're first cousins. I don't know if we even said it. You guys are first cousins. So they were very gracious enough and invited me over to their house a bunch for Shabbos mostly.
That's because she's an honorary cousin. She really is an honorary member of the family.
Thanks, guys. I do try.
Yeah, you
really. And the way that Hana and Hadassah's extended family do meals together, they kind of like have this communal meal. So it's like buffet style, like all the food's in the middle, and then there's chairs set up like around the perimeter of the room. So I remember doing Thanksgiving with your family, and that was like my first exposure to like your guys' family's communal meal style. Because I think for you and Hadassah,
we're so used to it. Because for you guys, we have such a big family that like we're used to that stuff. Like we've had that since we were little.
Right. So I think you guys were like, this is totally normal. This is what we're doing. But I was like, I have never done.
So then what's your norm? What's your norm Thanksgiving?
So normally we go to my sister-in-law's parents. They live in Oceanside. They're really cute. Shout out to my sister-in-law, Renee, if you're listening. Aww. Renee.
Hi,
love
Renee.
you so much. So Renee's parents live in Oceanside, and we usually go to them for Thanksgiving. They come to us for like all the Chagim, like all the Jewish holidays, and we go to them for like 4th of July and Memorial Day and Thanksgiving, you know, like all the little holidays. So we go to them and we chill and we have food and we all hang out. And I don't know, we're not super religious about Thanksgiving. Like, you know, we make it happen. And then we
like, what type of food do you have?
We always have the turkey. Gotta love the turkey.
You gotta have the turkey.
Gotta have the turkey. Renee's father makes really good stuffing. I love his stuffing.
Ooh. Yeah.
Beyond delicious. My mom always gets a pumpkin pie. Like she buys a pumpkin pie.
Cute.
Hana, tell me at least you like pumpkin pie.
I'm not gonna do that. I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth?
Yep.
Wow.
Listen, guys, if I'm gonna have pie, like I'd rather it be like a fudge pie or an apple pie. Like I like those, but like I'm not the biggest fan of pumpkin. I'm sorry. Chatasi, like Ashamnu Baganu. I'm sorry.
You know what? I just hope that we have some listeners out there who are supporting me on this, because I feel very like alone in this fight for pumpkin. But I know that there's someone out there listening who supports me.
People out there.
And who supports pumpkin. So guys, let me know.
Wait, I support you. I support your love for pumpkin, but like I'm not a lover for pumpkin. Like you gotta understand that.
That makes me sad.
I'm sorry.
That makes me sad.
I'm really sorry.
Now we have to lighten the mood again. So Hana, I'm gonna ask you, tell me about your Thanksgiving, because I was only there once. I was only there the one time.
So we have things. It's really nice. So we do have my entire family Baruch Hashem together. Sometimes my cousins from St. Louis come in, which is really, really nice and special. And my grandparents are there. It's at my cousin's house, and it's the buffet style, so it's really nice because we all get to like schmooze and mingle and catch up. And we usually have what's something called a turducken.
You have turducken?
Yeah, so wait, but shout out to Effie Allman for making the turducken every year. I know it takes him like the entire week to make it. I'm pretty sure it's a turkey stuffed with a duck, stuffed with a chicken. Then there was like kishka inside the chicken with like stuffing somewhere and pastrami somewhere.
This is wild.
It really was all the works. So like really kol hakavod to Effie for that. And I'm definitely going to miss that this year, because this year unfortunately, like, not unfortunately, I mean, I'm happy to have Thanksgiving, which is my family, but we can't get together, all my cousins and my grandparents this year because of COVID. So we're really sad, but we do have something really exciting planned. We decided to have a Thanksgiving fiesta.
Ooh.
Because basically, for all of you who don't know, and Javi, I'm sure you don't know this, my mom is from Mexico, so she makes bomb Mexican food.
She does make the best Mexican food. I'm just saying.
She makes incredible Mexican food. So this year, we're planning like turkey tacos, like a taco soup, and then some beans and all the works. And I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good. So I'll keep you updated on that.
You better. And guys, I don't know what to tell you. The Mexican vibes at Hana's house are just so much fun. I always tell Hana that she's my token Mexican friend. Even though
I'm not Mexican.
But Hana's mom does make delicious Mexican food, and I don't really know where I was going with that, but I just thought it was important to let you all know.
Mommy, your food is delicious. Thank you.
Shout out to Pia Susie.
I'm really excited for Thanksgiving about that. And then another tradition that we just started last year for Thanksgiving, me and my friends, actually Racheli Eisenberger planned this. She started in Israel when we were in seminary. We had a Friendsgiving. Where we had like all of our friends, and we set the table, and Racheli made like pumpkin pie, and we all made potato stuff. It was like a potluck. Me and my friend Yaeli, we made what did we make? We made mozzarella sticks.
Yum!
Yeah, it was dairy. Don't worry. We did not have turkey and mozzarella sticks. We were in seminary.
Oh my gosh. So when I just remembered when I was in seminary this time last year, Thanksgiving, the seminary actually organized for us to have Thanksgiving dinner.
That's so cute.
Which was super cute because a lot of girls were saying, like, I'm not going to be home for Thanksgiving. We're not in America. We miss it. So the school actually, like, the guy who catered our lunch every day, he came again at night and he brought us, like, green beans and salad and stuffing and turkey. And a couple of girls were, like, the Thanksgiving committee. So they set up the tables in, like, a chet type of shape. And they made decorations and they made, like, pilgrim hats for everyone. And they made, like, turkey hats. And someone gave it to our Torah about a Karas Tov. It was actually a really cute little, like, seminary Thanksgiving.
That's really, really nice. That's so nice. Do you remember how we celebrated Thanksgiving in high school?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thanksgiving at Charlap High School.
That was so nice. I mean, I'm not sure if they still do this. I hope that they do. We had like a Thanksgiving meal with all the teachers and all the grades together. And what was so nice about it was that all the teachers cooked the food. Like, it wasn't catered. Like, each teacher made a different dish. So we were able to actually try the teacher's dish. It was so nice. I remember that.
It was delicious. And I remember discovering that some of our teachers are really good cooks. And I was shocked.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Incredible.
They were really incredible cooks. And I was honestly really grateful that the school did that for us because it was super duper cool. And now that we're on the topic of things that we're grateful for.
Yeah, let's talk about gratitude.
Let's talk a little bit about gratitude. So
I did it on the night.
Thank you, Hashem.
Me and Javi were jamming out to it before we started the podcast.
We had a thank you Hashem jam out pre-podcast coffee drinking session.
You gotta be grateful to Hashem every single day.
It's true. In addition to being grateful for Hashem, Hana, I want to ask you, what is something in your life that you are grateful for that you want to share with our fans?
That is a fabulous question, and I really hope that everyone else could ponder that while we talk about gratitude. So obviously, there are all the obvious answers. I'm so grateful for my family, my friends, my health, Baruch Hashem, and my life, and literally everything. Thank you that I'm Jew. There's so many things that I could be grateful for. So I was trying to think of all the like unconventional things that we could discuss on this podcast, right?
Yeah, unconventional. Because this podcast is unconventional.
It's true, because we're quasi adults.
Hashtag quasi. Hashtag adults.
Gosh, yeah. So one thing that I'm really grateful for is this podcast.
Aww.
I'm really grateful that it started, and it really is something that I look forward to every week. I look forward to discussing topics with you, working on it, creating all those really fun, epic posts. It's just like a fun, exciting part of my life.
Aww. I also am very grateful for this podcast. I'm so grateful that we have a platform in which we can pretend we are qualified to give advice and then actually
adults
because we're quasi adults. And I actually think we should take this opportunity and tell our fans about how this podcast got started.
Oh, that's actually, I mean, it's not such an exciting story, to be honest. I remember it was one Shabbos, like 2 months ago. I was thinking, I'm like,
was it 2 months already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Time. I was thinking, and I'm like, I am really bored during quarantine. What is something that I could do that would just like give me something to do? And then after Shabbos, I got the idea. I'm like, what about a podcast?
What about a podcast?
I texted Chevi just these words. I'm like, Chevi, we're starting a podcast.
And then I wrote back, K.
Yeah, she just said K. No questions asked. That's just like me and Chevi's relationship. And that's really how it started. It's not like an epic, we went through something and this was an epiphany that we needed to start a podcast. No, it was just like, let's start a podcast. And then when we got Racheli involved, I was just chilling with Racheli and another friend one Shabbos. And we were talking about how bored we were during quarantine. So I'm like, actually, I decided to start a podcast with my friend Chevi. And Racheli's like, oh my God, can I manage it? And I'm like, sure. And then that's how we got Racheli on board. Again, that's not so epic, but
two girls bored during quarantine decide to make a podcast.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. It was actually really good shtick because a couple days after Hana texted me and I was like, hey, great. So then we actually went on a business lunch date meeting situation and we went to Coffee Bar on a restaurant on Central Avenue and Hana whipped out her iPad and we sat there and we came up with the title and we made notes and we discussed what we wanted it to be about and we were like very official and we ate salad and it was really fun.
It was really fun. We really had such a great time. Yeah, that's really how it got started. Is there anything else you want to add to that?
I don't know. I am really thankful that it did get started because when we first started doing it, I was like, hey, it'll be a cute podcast. But now it's really become a way, I think, for us to kind of reflect on our life experiences until now and to kind of think about the people that we are now. And it's a great way to really connect with other people in our community. I tell Hana all the time, like I go to Stern College and girls that I see around Stern all the time are like, oh, I was listening to your podcast. And I was like, I haven't seen you or spoken to you in like 4 years or like, I don't really know you, but cool, thanks. Like, it's just
amazing.
It's really awesome. It's a really great way to connect with the other Jewish women and girls in my life.
That's really incredible.
Yeah, Hana, I don't know if you feel.
Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned this in previous podcasts where a few girls that I haven't spoken to in a few years, like texted me. They're like, I heard your podcast. It's awesome. It was really nice to hear your voice. And I'm like, oh, you listen to my podcast.
I know. I am honestly so thankful and so appreciative of all the Project Iced Coffee fans who are listening out there because Hana and I can sit here wearing headphones, recording and doing things, and we don't really know what's going to come of it, if anything's going to happen. And when we get like positive feedback from people who are listening, and when we realize that we have, fans out there who are like interested in the podcast, it's really so uplifting and it's so encouraging. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, for listening, for being a part of the Project Iced Coffee community. You guys are the best.
Yes, thank you. We are so grateful for you guys for listening. You guys are so awesome. Yeah, you guys really rock my socks off.
You guys rock our socks off.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Hana, what kind of socks are you wearing that they would need to rock them off?
Turkey socks.
You're wearing turkey socks?
Yeah.
Hana, what if you had socks that were Project Iced Coffee socks?
Oh, what if I had socks that were Project Iced Coffee socks?
What if to go with those socks you had a Project Iced Coffee sweatshirt?
That's a really good question. Where are you going with this?
I can't think of a better way to get there, so I'm just going to get there now. We're dropping merch!
Guys, today we're dropping merch!
It's so exciting!
Yeah, so today you can go to the website. Our merch website is linked. We will send it out to our WhatsApp chat. We will post it on our stories, our statuses. We will send it out on Instagram. We will post it to our status on Instagram. I don't know the lingo. Javi does the lingo better than me, so forgive me. But the link will go out. And Emir Tashem, the merch dropped today. We have sweatshirts. We have socks. We have bags. We have so many exciting things. We have 3 epic designs.
Epic designs that are so pretty and beautiful. This is a soft merch drop, so the stuff that you can buy is a little limited. The designs that we have are limited. We're just like getting into the idea that we sell merch. So
yes.
One of the designs is by me.
Yes, that is the limited edition design. Project Iced Coffee with Javi. She designed her own line of merch, which is really exciting.
It's really exciting. I'm excited about that. And then we have one design done by Hana, and we have one design done by our awesome producer, Racheli. And
the Project Iced Coffee logo.
Which, fun.
If you just want it plain, just Project Iced Coffee, then that one is for you. So look out for the merch. All right. Yeah, that's really exciting. So Javi, I'm so grateful for our podcast. I'm so grateful for you that we were able to do this. But now I just want to push it back to you. What are you grateful for? What do you have a Karasato for in this day and age?
Hana, I am so unprepared and caught off guard by this question. I didn't prepare for it in any way. So what could I... No, I'm just kidding. Hana and I prepare for every episode. So... I wanted to talk about on this podcast how grateful I am that I get to be a modern woman living in the 21st century, which I know sounds a little cheesy and a little cliche. So I just want to elaborate.
Let's elaborate. I want to hear.
So we're going to elaborate on that a little bit. And I think it's really cool, Hana, tell me if you agree, that we get to live in a day and age where Jewish women, we could talk about women in general, but I think since this is a podcast for Jewish women, by Jewish women, let's specify just a little bit.
A little specification right there.
A little specification right there. How grateful I am that I get to grow up as a Jewish woman in the 21st century where I have so many options. There are so many opportunities. I can go to college. I can dorm in college. I can get a degree in anything I want. Literally, the options are limitless. And to speak to our fans in a relatable way, there are so many options for schools that you can go to. There are so many options for friends. There are so many options of kosher food. Judaism itself has come such a long way in terms of modernization, in terms of opportunity and availability, in terms of the person that you can be. You no longer have to give up your Yiddishkeit to be a person who's successful in the modern world, and especially for women, because, if history has told us anything, it's that sometimes women kind of lag behind a little bit. And what I think is really cool is that even women can really be amazing people in this world. And Hana, do you remember when we were in 9th grade and Charlap took us to Google?
Yeah.
And we met that panel of women?
Yeah, that was so inspiring.
It was awesome. Hana, you wanna talk about that panel?
Yeah. I vaguely remember it actually, but what I remember is that you asked a question.
I did. That was scary. Okay, guys, basically, I just want to give context so our fans know what's going on. When Hana and I were in 9th grade, Charlap High School took us on a trip to Google headquarters. It was
a STEM-based trip because we were all in STEM.
We were all taking STEM classes. We were not the only school there. A bunch of schools were there from all over the New York, New Jersey general area. And they set up a panel of all the from Jewish women who work in Google. Yeah. And I remember sitting there and watching women in shaitels and in snoods and in sneeze clothing who have husbands and children who daven chakras every day, but also have degrees in computer science and who code for Google and who run the Google marketing team and who are the heads of departments in a multi-million-dollar corporation in Manhattan. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And it was so inspiring.
So inspiring. I personally felt so inspired by that because you know me, you know my dream. My dream is to be an animator or something along the lines of digital design and work. My biggest dream is to work for Disney, to be a Disney animator. So to see those women working in Google from women just really set my head straight. Really told me I could do this. Hana Adler, if I set my mind to it, if I work hard, I do not have to give up my Yiddishkeit for my dream. Like I could have the best of both worlds. I could have both, which is really, really incredible. I don't know if one day I'll end up working at Disney. If somebody at Disney is listening right now, please get me a job there. But it really taught me and really just instilled this gratitude in me and this gratefulness that this could be my life. I could work for these incredible, incredible corporations and incredible people. And whether it's a big company or a small company, whatever I end up working for, I don't have to give up who I am and who I truly am inside for what I do as a living.
It's really amazing.
Thank you.
I'm like, I know, I'm shook. I'm shooketh. I am so shook that I think we need to just take a break so I can de-shook myself.
De-shook. Okay, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to episode 4 of Project Iced Coffee. Episode about Hakaras Hatov and all things Thanksgiving and all things thankful and all things beautiful.
And on that note, so we're going to play a really quick game. I mean, it's not really a game, but we could call it a game because why not?
Call it a game. Games are fun. I like them.
We're just going to do just quick, rapid questions to each other about gratitude. And like the first thing that comes to mind, you have to say.
All right. First thing that comes to mind. Quick, rapid fire.
Okay, ready?
Go.
Okay, you ready? We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Chevi, who did something nice for you today, and what was it?
The answer is Hana, and she brought me a pumpkin spice latte, and it was so delicious. Yay!
Aw, yay! Good job.
Yay! Whew, okay, I did it. Phew. Okay, Hana, are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do this.
What is something that makes you happy/grateful?
Something that makes me happy/grateful is definitely my family and friends. I love spending time with both my family and my friends and really just getting to know them and having quality time with them. I love Shabbos because I get to spend time with both family and friends. And it really makes me grateful for them because they make me so happy.
Aww, that's so sweet.
Okay, Chevi, your turn.
Okay.
What abilities do you have that you are grateful for?
Hana, that is such an amazing question. First of all, thank you for asking that. And second of all,
I love how you're stalling.
I am stalling a little bit. Okay. Oh, I got it. I want to thank Hashem for my ability to public speak. Baruch Hashem is something that comes to me naturally, and I think like naturally I just kind of know how to get the words out, and I'm pretty articulate. So thank you, Hashem, for that, because it enables me to do this amazing podcast and to have really good times. Woohoo!
That is so beautiful.
Thank you. All right, Hana, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
How does it feel to do something nice for someone else?
That's a great question. In a way, it's indescribable because it's just such a good feeling. It's because you're giving your time, your energy to somebody else, and that's something that you can't really, like, it's not physical. So you're giving a part of yourself to someone, and that's, I feel like, a very indescribable, good, happy feeling.
Wow. Amazing. Inspirational.
Thank you. I try. Okay, Chevi, your turn. You ready? How do you show kindness to others?
Ooh, it's a fascinating question. Oh, okay. So, for all of our listeners out there, do you guys know about the 5 love languages? Hana, do you know about the 5 love languages?
I've heard of the book.
So, Hana's heard of the book. For any of our listeners who maybe have not heard of the book or the concept, the idea is, it's this idea in psychology that we all have different ways of showing and expressing our love, and there are 5 big categories, and you can fall into like the categories and like different percentages. So one of them is like by using your words, one of them is by giving gifts, one of them is by, I don't remember all of them.
One of them is physical.
Yeah, physical touch. So it's like, in which ways do you show love the most? And for me, I know that it's words. Like I just said before, like I like to talk.
Yeah.
So
I know, trust me. I know.
Hana knows I love to talk. So I took the quiz online. I don't remember which quiz I took, but if you look up the love languages quiz, and I tested the most percentage for, it's called words of affirmation. So I show kindness to others by articulating to them how thankful I am for the things that they do, and by speaking, verbalizing, sometimes writing my appreciation.
That's really beautiful. Yeah, that's great. And I think that's a great book, and I think everyone should take that test or look up this concept because it's good to know and good to know for others.
Yeah, it's good shtick. Speaking of others, Hana, what is
my last question?
Oh, okay. So are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. What is something that you love doing with your parents?
I love every moment with my parents. I love spending time with my parents. But something that I really love doing with my parents and really my whole family, I love playing games with them. We usually have a tradition in the winter because it gets dark out really early. Friday night, we have game nights after our Shabbos meal because it ends very early. And we usually play Trivial Pursuit or Apples to Apples. And we have a lot of fun because we love spending time with each other and there's a lot of laughs and we really have a great time.
That's so cute. I love that. I love that.
Okay, Chevi. Oh, this is your last question. Then I have one more for me.
Okay.
I was joking before. Okay, last question. Make it good.
I'm trying.
What are 2 things that you are grateful for today?
2 things that I'm grateful for. Okay, I don't want it to be cliche because the obvious answers are like Hashem and my parents and my family and my friends. Like obviously I'm grateful.
We're grateful for them.
I am very grateful for all those things. So I want to like keep it specific and I want to keep it real. 2 things that I'm grateful for on this day in particular is number 1. I did my laundry and everything came out good. Nothing came out covered in bleach or covered in detergent. Nothing shrunk in the dryer.
That's incredible.
It's a big deal. For any of our listeners who don't yet do their own laundry, let me tell you, it's a big day when you do your laundry correctly.
That is a big day. That's exciting.
It's a big day. And number 2, I am grateful for, it's a little cliche. I'm going to say I'm grateful for my mom because while I'm recording this podcast episode, she went out to do a major favor for me. That's so Mom, if you're listening, it was so nice of her. And it's like very much out of her way. So Mom, if you're listening, thank you so much for going out and doing the favor for me. I really appreciate it. And I love you so much.
That's so beautiful.
Thank you. You know what else is beautiful? This next question I'm going to ask you, Hana.
Okay, this is the last one of the game. Let's do it.
Hana.
Yes.
What is your favorite part about your home and why? Go.
Oh, that's a good question. I have a lot of favorite parts about my home. I mean, obviously I love my bedroom, but I gotta go with my pool. I love my pool. I have a pool, an outdoor pool, and it's just such a mechaya. It's incredible, and I love it, and it's the best thing about the summer. So Baruch Hashem. So every time I go into the pool, I say thank you Hashem that I have a pool because it's so incredible, and it makes me happy. Yeah. But I'm really thankful that I have a pool that I can invite my friends to and that we could swim and do laps together or just chill and bathe in the sun. It really is just a great experience and a fun thing to do in the summer.
It's true. Your pool is pretty awesome. Sure. And with that concludes the game.
That concludes the game. And I think it's time to wrap up our episode.
Wrap it up like a Thanksgiving Yom HaKaras HaTov present.
Is that even a thing?
It should be a thing.
It should be a thing. Okay, you know, Chevi, the pumpkin spice latte that I got you today is a Yom HaKaras HaTov present.
Really? Even though we're not recording this on Yom HaKaras HaTov?
Yeah. So remember it on Yom HaKaras HaTov.
I will. I will do my best. All right, Hana, do you have any advice for us to wrap up this episode?
Yes, I do have. I have a lot of advice on gratitude. I love the topic of gratitude. I think it's so important to implement into your everyday life. So the 3 pieces of advice are just practical, easy things that hopefully you could implement into your daily. The first thing is to have just an attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
Well, that rhymes really nicely. Second of all, it's a really great concept. Just be thankful. Be thankful to your parents. Be thankful to your siblings, to whoever. It's just so important. And the more you realize what you were thankful for, the more you realize that you have more to be thankful for. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully it did.
It made sense to me.
Okay, thank you. I try. My second piece of advice that hopefully will help a lot of people is to concentrate during the bracha of Modim. Every day we have instilled in our Shmona Esrei 3 times a day, 2 times a day, however many times you daven Shmona Esrei. We have the beautiful bracha of Modim, which is our time to thank Hashem. And one of my teachers in seminary had a really, really great piece of advice to put a star, like I marked right before Modim, I have a star in my sitter, and it says pause for 3 seconds and think of 3 things that you are grateful for. So that's just a practical piece of advice to just take 3 seconds before Modim, think of 3 things that you are grateful for that day, and that will really just ground your Modim and really make it more personal because you have something that you are grateful for. You're not just saying thank you in general. So that's another piece of advice that I really hope can help a lot of people. My third piece of advice is more of a question and a thinking and a thought.
Oh wow.
It's a question of what if you woke up tomorrow only with what you were grateful for today? Because there's so much that you can be grateful for. So why not just express gratitude for it?
Wow, that was powerful.
Thank you. I try. So, Chevi, now I want to pass it on to you. What are your 3 pieces of advice to end off this Yom HaKar Satov episode?
In the spirit of Yom HaKar Satov, I have 3 pieces of advice for y'all. To express the gratitude that you feel toward the people in your life and to express it to them. Because I don't know about you guys, but there are a lot of people in my life who are really, really kind to me, who always are looking out for me and taking care of me and supporting me. And I think it's really important to express the gratitude that you feel towards those people and to show them that you appreciate them and not to take them for granted. And whatever your love language is, right? Whether it's gifts or using your words or well, don't touch them because like coronavirus, but in whatever small ways you can think of, you don't have to like buy them a yacht to show your appreciation, but just to be like,
can you buy me a yacht?
I just said not to buy a yacht, and now you're coming here asking me for a yacht.
You could just be thankful for me.
I'm very thankful for you, Hana.
I'm very thankful for you too. Okay, continue.
So it can be something really small from just saying like, hey mom, hey dad, hey friend, hey teacher, hey dog, hey computer. I'm really thankful for you and thank you so much for everything that you do. Just a small little thing to show people in your life that you care about them, I think goes a long way. Second piece of advice I would say would be to show gratitude to the workers in your life, so whether that's the bus driver, whether that's the person behind the counter, whether that's the janitor in your school, whether that's the cleaning lady who comes to your house. These are people who do so much for us. You don't even know like the amount of ways that these people take care of you. And it's just important to just say like, thank you so much. Have a great day. Hope you're doing well. You don't have to like do a whole thing, but even just like a small little thing to show these small peoples in our life. Thank you, and I think that also really goes a long way because these are people who work really hard to make our lives easier. And I think a lot of the times they go unnoticed. So I would say keep an eye out for them and say thank you to them. And my last and final piece of advice would be, Hana and I were just talking about this. This is a very seminary idea. So
it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. It's something that you usually learn about in seminary. If you know about it already, maybe you know about it already. The idea of a gratitude journal. So what a lot of people will do is they will have a special journal that they designate as their gratitude journal. I think Hana actually just made one recently. And the idea is at the end of every day, you write down 3 things that happened that day that you're grateful for. And this is it's not something that I do personally because I tried doing it and then I got lazy and I forgot about it.
Yeah, this isn't something for everyone. Journals are not for everyone. This is something that if you feel like it will help you and affect you, then go for it.
Yeah, for sure. If you're like me and you get lazy with it after a couple of tries, don't stress about it. But if you want to try it out, I would say you get a really pretty journal with like nice cover on it and you set it aside as your gratitude journal and you reflect on your day every night before bed. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. A lot of people have told me that it definitely helps improve their day and makes them more mindful of what's going on in their life. And it teaches them to just be thankful and appreciative. So there you go with that.
Amazing. I think with that, it's time to end our episode with the theme that gratitude really goes a long way. So we just want to express our gratitude to Rachel Eisenberger, our manager. And please follow us, subscribe, comment. Please, if you have any questions, email us. Follow us on Instagram at Project Ice Coffee. Please email us at projecticecoffeepodcast@gmail.com if you have any questions or comments or concerns. We love, love, love to hear your feedback.
Yes.
So, we are so grateful for you guys and thank you so much for listening.